Evening. We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you, that they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond, to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Oba, Biasika, and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we are doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in 1 trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwuokike Abiama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora-Eri, the same God of Owe-Eri, the same God of Arochukwu, not to be nobody, the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand the mountains. I didn't say one mountain. The mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
To be defeated.
Ahead without you realizing that. I just need you to hang on. And there are many things that we are going to consider. There are many things we need to expose. You know, first of all, before we go to the business of the day, before we go down to the business of the day, I want to remind you of something. I don't know if we are coming out clearly. Of course, we are coming out clearly. So I want to remind you of something that is very, very important. There are many people who you see, you know, promoting some initiative in this Biafra struggle. Those people I am going to, you know, touch on where their initiative began and how they started their initiative before we go down, because we are going to touch on the preambles before we go down to the real business of the day. I just need you to hang on. I just need you to hang on to it. There is this video. There is this video that I am going to show you. You know, in every, whatever a black man does, a black will remain black. No matter how yellow they are, no matter how white they may look, a black will always be a black. Let me show you this video of someone, you know, sabotaging the work of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Of course, you know, so many ideologies, they place this person to begin to sabotage the job of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Some of you may see this person, you will believe he's a white person. Okay, so we can go ahead without you realizing that she is a typical black person. Let us touch on that. Let us go there.
Out to be defeated without no arms, not even a knife to defend themselves, not even pepper spray, not even nothing to defend themselves, but you set them up to die or be defeated so that you can tell the world that you're suffering. But I will tell you this, most of you in Biafra lands and abroad are living better than Americans, because I've seen it. You have more money than most Americans and better homes than most Americans here. So what are you crying about? What are you crying about? The only thing you should be crying about is because you want your freedom, but from the enemy. But I will tell you, you need to find out who your enemy is first, because the enemy you thought was your enemy may not be your only enemy. The enemy that you thought.
You know, before we proceed, I want you to understand what this person signifies. You know, all this obanje. There is something in the black race we call obanje. You know, those are this type of people, what they signify. The queen of hellfire. Those are what this type of people signify. They are black and they can never change. You know, no matter how much you want to act like she is white, she can always be black, because a white man who does not have time to do this type of thing. That is the reason why you find people like that. You know, before these people started coming out to deceive the Biafrans, before they started coming out to deceive Biafrans, they set up all these type of things, all these type of people. They set them up and place them where they will deceive so many of you, that when they start now pushing their agenda, their initiative, you will say, I heard it from this white lady. There is no white in this woman. You should understand, there is no white in this woman. She is a typical black woman. And that is the reason why she does not understand what is going on. So let's keep on listening to them. Then you will try to, you know, discover what the agenda of this Obanja look like. You need to try to discover the agenda of this Obanja, what she is promoting, who exactly is promoting it in this present time.
Or your savior or Messiah that you thought was your Messiah is actually your enemy. And you know what? You call him Messiah, Nomdi. Tell me what he's done for you. He's had a rally for you. Yeah. He's brought a lot of people together. Yeah. Where's his family? Where's his sisters, brothers, mothers, fathers, to fight for your rights? You won't see him. Where's his wife? You won't see her either. Because guess why? They're working for the enemy.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? I know that so many of you must have known where this woman is going and where she is coming from and who placed her there to pass this information. And the reason why they placed her there, that she went and looked for a more pancake. You know what is pancake? Body filler. To fill her face, to make her face look like as if she is a white woman, but of course she is a black woman. That is the reason why she will accept a cheap black male job. That is exactly what she did. She accepted to be cheap as Nelly Ofebu you see today, as cheap as those people who call themselves Idu, as cheap as some of the Omada highway you see today. This is how she stooped so low to come here in order to mislead the people. You know, they believe that once you see a woman like this, you know, of course, some of you, when you look at a woman, you become hypnotized because you never see, you are not used to seeing beautiful women. Or that is the reason why they know that some of our people, you are into women, you are into yellow bone. That is when they present this type of obanja to you. Then you will say, hey, This woman, instead of you understanding the misleading that she is doing to you, you will, change what she is saying and you start digesting them. You should understand Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The reason why I played this voice of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, to start with this voice, to start with that voice, is for you to know when he made that prophecy. So many of our people are going to be bought over. They are going to be bought over, but regardless, he is not lamenting on that, because he knows that no matter how much you are paid, no matter how much you are, they paid you to sabotage the movement, there is no way you are going to thrive. You will always strive, but you will never thrive. Just like the autopilot is doing today. Just like they are doing. They are striving, but they will never thrive. That is one thing, they believe they are winning. They believe they are, they are raising fund, stealing from our people to create their evil on the ground to still sabotage the freedom of our nation. And they believe that they are winning. Yeah. Of course, so many of them, after raising fund, they believe that they have won, or they believe that they are moving forward. But of course, I never change what I said the day before the raising of funds. All of you who participated in that fundraising, who took out your money and you place it in that fundraising, you will not say I did not warn you. You will not say you are not informed, because we made it clear to you. We made it categorically clear to you that these people are working for the enemy, and you went ahead, you made a pledge. You will go, if you go ahead, you take out money that comes from your workplace, from your business, and invest into the monster that is being created, just because these people are looking for power. These people, they want to control. These people, they just want to, be Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They just want to be in the shoe of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, but they do not want to suffer like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They just want to place themselves, in that position where you will start calling them your another savior. That is their plan. That is what they want. When you look at them, you believe that these people, they have your interest at heart. You don't understand. You do not understand. Before I divert, let's finish with this lady, because we are coming out slowly.
They're not going to put their lives on the line for you. Never. What? When I come to think of it, I say, if Nnamdi's such a leader, and I asked this before, why don't you go to the White House? Why don't one of your leaders go to the White House? Why did you set me up to go to the White House? Why couldn't you do it yourself? If you're so able, and you're so able to get a visa into America, and you're so authentic, are you better than Bahori that he could actually come into America and you can't? My God, where's your own? But you want to character assassinate one who's trying for Biafrans, but you can't do it for yourself. Do you know that Trump, they said at the gate they wanted to see the Biafra leader, and why has he not come? I said, yeah, that makes sense. They said usually the leader of whichever country or whatever is going on that wants to see us, they will make a appointment with us, and they will call us direct. I said, yeah, that makes sense, sir. But Nnamdi could never come. Even when he was in the U.S., he never made an appointment to see not even Barack Obama, not even a senator.
So I am going to leave this black woman here, to run, because the reason why I keep telling you is for some of you not to get confused. A white person does not have time for this. They don't have time for cheap blackmail, of course. And like I told you, that when they want to do something wrong, they do something wrong that will benefit the whole nation. They do something wrong that will, if they want to engage into criminality, they steal countries. They don't do these petty things. Of course, you should understand that. So I am going to proceed. I just flashed this, I just want to show you the level when these people started to sabotage the job or work of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, where they started sabotaging the job of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And they place so many of their people in the media. They have different formation that they are playing. They have different wings. Some of them will come to the media trying to confuse the whole people, because when they know that we have blown their cover, they will come to the media. Just what you see Wazurike and Asare Dokubo doing. Exactly the same thing you see Uwazurike and Asare Dokubo is doing, because these people, they have their own, they have, very, very strong formation, very, very strong formation. If not the way IPOB is rooted under command and control chain, if not the way IPOB is structured, believe you me, these people, they have what it takes to destabilize any organization without the members of the organization realizing, because they will come like a friend. When you bring them in, they will be like a scorpion. They stab you at the back. That's what these people, they do all the time. You will believe that these people are working for your freedom. You will believe that these people are working for, for the restoration of Biafra. You will believe that these people are followers of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But you will not realize that these people, it has been, they've started making, from 2020, from 2020, 2021, they started making these plans to destroy IPOB, to get Mazen Nnamdi Kanu killed. You heard Mazen Nnamdi Kanu telling you that. You heard that message coming from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Before Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was captured, he gave you a psalm to read, and that psalm he gave you, he knows, he is well aware of what it is to come, He gave you a psalm to meditate on this, and from even up until date, the only thing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have instructed our people to do is to watch and pray. His word from DSS dungeon to our people is to watch and pray, is to remain, steadfast in prayers. The same thing he told our people before this, incidents took place. He told our people to start praying. He gave us psalms to read. He gave, to prepare ourselves, to prepare our mind for this battle that is, before us today. He prepared you in advance. He prepared you in advance. But so many of our people, of course, you never realized what he was preparing you for. You never realize exactly what our leader was preparing you for. He is preparing you for those who will come to shift your mind away from the struggle. He is preparing you for those, because he is preparing you to be able to face those who will come in the name of friendship, but you are not realizing that these people come to kill, come to destroy, come to steal. He was preparing you for days like this. And you will not realize it. And so many of you, when this wind came, it blew you off. And among those who were blown off by this wind that you see today, some of them are still genuine, having the good, having the good or the Biafra restoration at heart, having trying to do everything humanly possible in order to do the right thing, without knowing that they are doing the right thing in a wrong platform. They are doing the right thing in a wrong place. That is one thing, that when I think about it, I don't, want to, leave these people behind, because I know that they are genuinely, looking for where there is light that will save Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, looking for where there is light that will restore Biafra, because of their emotion that there is not in check. They are looking for where there is more action than where there is more wisdom. That is where they are, getting carried away. And that is exactly where they are finding themselves right now. There is a comment I made yesterday to someone's platform. That person, if he is led by spirit, he will understand what that comment represents, because that person is indeed doing something he believes that is good for the restoration of Biafra, and he is following action instead of following wisdom. That is the reason why I gave him that message. Because even among all these people that is being, win over, they won them over, but I still can pinpoint few of them who are genuinely, ignorant. They are genuinely but ignorant, not realizing exactly what they are engaging in. But I believe that with time, they will realize exactly what is going on. There is a question I placed on that comment section. Maybe if you are going to get this message, I'm not actually going to call your name, but you saw that message I dropped on your comment section yesterday. I asked you a question. Are you for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Are you with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in restoration of Biafra? Or are you with autopilot in the movement of Idu? Because these are two different, there are two different approaches, two different, platforms. Regardless, them using the name of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to promote their wicked and crazy objectives. Regardless of that, you need to ask yourself, are you for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Are you for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Are you against a formation, that is put in place to destroy the works and the hard work of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in the name of action? Because of course you should know that right now what we need in this struggle today is wisdom. We don't need, you don't need to start saying we need action, we need action. We need more wisdom than action. Because of course you can see different angles, it is coming like a confusion. Different places, it is coming like a confusion. And that is the reason why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu gave you a psalm to prepare you for a day like this. And that psalm, so many of you undermined it. So many of you neglected it. So many of you does not understand that a day like this will come. And that is the reason why you are not prepared. Believe you me, the reason why when I criticize you with my left hand, I start calling you back with my right hand. Because when these incidents took place My emotion was also not in check. And I was, championing the cause of the wicked without realizing that I am not in good, I am not following the right track to support the great leader of this movement, whom everybody is jealous of, whom everybody envy, without them realizing the mantle on his shoulder, without them realizing the irresponsibility that Chukwokika Abiyama placed on the shoulder of that man called Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You feel like you want to be like him, or you want to take his place without you paying the price that he paid. It is not possible. Whatever that you need to, achieve in life, you must work and labor for it. You must work and labor for it. You cannot remain Okamana and Aborabo. No. When an Aborabo is handed over to you, you will not know the value. You will not know the value. That is the reason why you must work hard. You must work, to merit a position where you will find yourselves. But so many of you just want to jump into a position where you will never merit until you die, just because you believe that you are more intelligent, just because you believe you are clever, just because you believe that you are an Igbo man. You just want to jump in order to take a glory that doesn't belong to you. Of course, when you people have incriminated yourselves beyond recognition. You people have, engaged yourself into things, into places of no return. You people have engaged yourself into a curse that will never be, you can never lift until your generation is wiped out. You have no idea exactly the path that you are treading right now. Let me remove this Ochako Maka in front from my screen. Let me remove her from my screen. I just brought this for you guys to know where these people started from. They started from far, and they are heading, to a destructive direction. And that destructive direction is going to destroy them first. That's one thing that is rest assured. It is going to destroy them first. As long as they use this hallowed movement, as long as they use the name of a person, a mantle holder from Chukwokika Abiyama, trying to sabotage the hard work, the sacrifice of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they are doomed to fail. They are doomed to fail. We must continue. They are doomed to fail. Let us see another video. Of course, this, there are many people who don't understand. There are many people who don't understand what is going on in this. Many people believe that this war is just on the media stream and they will just talk. No one have action. But you don't realize that every action will take place after it will take time to adjust. Every action that is being put in place will take time to adjust. But at the end of the day, when the results of this action, when the repercussion of what, choices that you have made start coming to you, you will say, why me? Some of you, of course, you will say, why me? Why me? But when you are, bringing this upon yourself, you will not understand. You think it's just in the media, we are having fun. You think it's just in the media, we just want to feel relevant. You think it's just in the media, we just want to go down the history that we destroy IPOB, or we attempt to destroy IPOB. Of course, you will never thrive. You will only strive, but you will fail. You are going to fail. Because, of course, I am positive about what is leading this movement. I am quite positive about what is leading this movement. I am quite positive of what is leading this movement, and that thing that is leading this movement is rooted in a solid rock of ages laid by Chukwu Okike Abiama. And the mantle was given to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and the key to the freedom of our people was handed over to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And there is no way that you are going to try to, of course, try to, create a glory that will surpass the glory that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu carry. No matter how much you try, no matter how much you want your name to be in the history, you will never get there. Your life, you are actually cutting your life short. You are cutting your life very short without you even knowing it. But I am here to help you to correct your mistake. I am here to help you to correct your mistake. So many of you, you have, good will towards the restoration of Biafra. But the wind that blew took you over to the other side. That is the reason why I am telling you, I am calling you guys. If you know that you are looking for something that will help Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to thrive in this situation, if you know that you are trying to do anything that will help this restoration of Biafra, to thrive, I want you to do your research from now. I want you to do your research. I want you to, if it is possible, send someone to go and see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Send someone to go and see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Because when you believe that you want to do the right thing, you want to do what will make Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, for this restoration of Biafra to come, but you don't know what to do just because you are seeing action on that side. You are following the action without following your wisdom. I want to remind you that those who died of ignorance, they are going to be judged in their ignorance. Just because you don't know or you don't care to know, you did not care to make a research, to make every effort to know what is going on. You come out, you started supporting one side without you realizing exactly what is going on. Believe you me, I was in your situation until I realized that I can actually do make a research. I can actually, get to know the truth by myself. It is getting to know the truth is knowing someone that is at Abuja so that you don't buy them flight ticket, or knowing someone that is in Lagos, then you can buy them flight ticket. If possible, you can actually borrow money because it is part of the restoration of Biafra. You book them a cheap hotel. They must, actually, as long as that person support this Biafra struggle, let them go and see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and get the result on, or get the answers that they are looking for. Believe you me, if you are part of those promoting Idu, which Mazen Nnamdi Kanu never tell anybody to promote Idu, which Mazen Nnamdi Kanu never ever tell you that our struggle is going to autopilot. I don't want to criticize you. I want you to go there, send someone to go and see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Of course, it is possible. It is possible. It is doable. Only if you are willing to spend on that person. Only if you are willing, or if you have a prominent person that you don't even need to spend on, that they can listen to you when you plead with them that this thing is giving you sleepless nights and you cannot comprehend it without you doing me this favor. Of course, if you have a good relationship with good people, with great people, they are going to grant that your request, and they will go to see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and of course they are going to give you the answers that you are seeking, or the answers that you are looking for. It is very, very necessary. It is very, very necessary. And if they come back and they give you a different answer from what I am giving you today, of course, I will, every curse that I have cursed those who are not following the wisdom and the truth will come to me. But if they give you the same answer, you have so many apologies to make. First of all, you need to apologize to yourself. You need to apologize to your creator, Chukwu Okike Abiama. Then you need to apologize to the structure led by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, among others. Because so many people perish, my people perish for lack of knowledge. And the knowledge is quite in front of you. You don't want to embrace it. This is exactly a problem of a black man. Knowledge is in front of you. You don't want to embrace it. The only thing you want to embrace is where it is sparkling. It is where it is happening. That's what you want to embrace. Without you knowing, without you understanding, where is this way taking me? So many ways that seems right in the sight of a man, but the end of it is destruction. That is the way that you are passing through. And narrow is the way that leads us, narrow is the way that will lead you to freedom. Narrow is the way of freedom. And broad is that way that leads you to destruction. Broad is that way that leads you to destruction. A lot of those who teach spirituality, they even got confused by this shenanigan that is going on in IPOB today. A lot of them who teach spirituality, they are confused. Do you know why? Because they teach spirituality, but those of them who are genuinely the teachers or the rabbis, I am not talking about those who crown themselves to be rabbi. I am talking about the real rabbi who were born, just like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu say, there are hardcore who were born to join this restoration and the freedom of the children of Chukwu Okike Abiama. There are rabbis. Today they are confused. Do you know why? They don't, have that serenity to listen to their spirit. They can listen to the spirit of their spirit in order to give you a solution or give you an answers to your questions, but they cannot listen to their spirit to give themselves answers to their questions. And you find themselves being misled by this shenanigan that is happening in IPOB today, which gives the enemy the room to come in. Imagine those who cannot even sympathize, who does not have any reason or belong to the those who will have the who have the, what is it called? How do I place this? There are people who does not belong to the category of people, or who does not have the mandate to sympathize with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Do you know why? Because these people, they have dined with the enemy. They have, eaten with the enemy. They do not possess the mandate to sympathize with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, because their sympathy is fake. Everything they present is fake. Those are the set of people who are coming to the mainstream media today to show their, selfish, to show their misleading, to show their pathetic sympathy to IPOB and the challenges we are facing today. You are making actually a mockery of the challenges that you find us facing today. But, you are not realizing that you will open your mouth to laugh when you see the result or the end game of what you are about to laugh at. You will not even know when your cheeks, your lips get stiff, because you will not realize, that what you are about to laugh at, it is actually going to change the current situation of that thing that you are looking at. You believe you are winning. You believe you are winning. Just like, the politicians today is doing a lot of things in Biafra land, trying to sabotage what we are doing, that they will send this, their Confucianists. They send their Confucianists in the mainstream media to use their evil preaching to constructively sabotage what we are doing. You believe they are friends. You believe they are friends. There is something called in our language, or in Biafra language, or in Biafra land, there is something they say that smile is not friendship. Laughing with someone does not show, the genuinity of that friendship. Smiling with me does not mean that you like me. That is exactly what is unfolding. And the wind has blown, the rain has fallen, and the chaff is one place. But my problem is that chaff, there is some good, elements that follow the chaff, because those who are those good elements does not realize that this is a chaff. Do you know why? Because you don't have a discerning spirit. You are not working according to the spirit of Biafra. You are in support of Biafra. You are in support of this movement. You love Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Of course, I concur with you. But at the end of the day, you don't know what to do. That is the reason why I am directing you on the path that you need to follow. How can you love me? You don't follow my commandment. How can you love me, but you hate my family? How can you love me? You hate my family. How can you love me? You hate everything I put in place. How can you love me? You hate my commandment. How is that even possible? This is the question you need to be asking yourself when these people will come to the mainstream media to come and tell you Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's family, they are evil. To come and tell you Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's family, they must be chased out of Biafra land for this to happen. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's family, they did this, they did that. At least what is before you that's supposed to be showing you exactly what these people are up to. It is, if they had centered their blame, or if they had centered their attacks on one family member of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, at some point, if they mislead you, I will say it makes sense. But as God may have it, they went from Canon to Kano. From Canon to Kano, they moved to Emmanuel. From Emmanuel, they moved to wife of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. From there, they moved to the whole family, including the deceased parents, because they tell you that this family need to be taken away from Biafra land because they are the worst family in Biafra land. That's what they told you. And you listened to it. You digested it. You listened to it. You digested it without thinking about it. How can the whole family, including the extended family, including the deceased parents, how can they be evil to sell their own son who want the freedom of the nation without one of them being good among others? You never ask yourself that. All of them are evil, that the family need to be chased away from Biafra land. Do you sometimes listen to these people and listen to your heart? They tell you the family, no longer Canon Takano, no longer Emmanuel, no longer Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's wife, no longer Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's sisters. It is the whole family. They need to be chased away from Biafra land. And you listen to it, you digest it, you come to your platform, you start preaching. I want Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to release. Our leader must be released unconditionally. Our leader must be released unconditionally. Do you know the meaning of that? You are evil. That is the reason why evil you got attracted by evil. You might, on the surface of your mind, you might believe that you have the interest of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu at heart. But to this extent right now that we are into, believe you me, you do not have interest of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu at heart. Because the reason why I am saying this, when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya, everybody was, shocked. So many people even went into state of shock. Of course, so many of our people in a developed country even went to see a psychiatrist because they went into the shock mode. How can Mazen Nnamdi Kanu be captured by Nigeria government? Nigeria government is going to make means out of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because of your premonition, because of what you believe. Everybody lost their cool to the extent if you have a gun, you will go out there. You will go out there to fight anybody who never ever wish Mazen Nnamdi Kanu well. With that, that atmosphere within that range, that rage that you have in your heart, someone just rose up. Knowing that this is now the time to engage, this is now the time to carry out my plan in order to constructively deceive you, in order to constructively turn you against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and his family, turn you against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafra restoration. Because you are emotional, of course, they tell you Canon Takano sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, all of you will use your energy. Canon Takano is a criminal. And after Canon Takano, he migrated into DOS. DOS was at the other side of the receiving end. DOS sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. All of you turn against DOS. From DOS, now it is the whole family. Now from the whole family, now some of our people who are the media warrior, who are genuine, who understand the game the enemy play. Now all of them, whenever they preach, you will say, how much have you collected? How much have you collected? That is the one thing you will be asking yourself, placing yourself in the state of confusion. The state of confusion that you will never, ever come out of. That is where you have placed yourselves today. There is what this, you know, there is a song that says that when the wind comes, the dry tree is going to fall. The dry tree. Do you know why it is called dry? It is not necessarily. It is a proverb that when a wind blows, the dry tree will fall off. Do you know why? You know Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You know him. You follow him. But you don't know the spirit that leads Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And you don't know the spirit that leads what you claim that you are following. That is the reason why when a wind like this comes, it blows you off your feet and blow you to the other side. And apparently in that other side, you call yourself anarchy mode. You are on anarchy mode. Anarchy mode. Of course, you know what is anarchy. Do what you can. Anything you want to do, do it. That is anarchy mode. They call it, generally known today like as autopilot. Without you realizing it. Let us look at this video that I am going to show you right now. You will see that so many things you think that people are just speaking. They are talking. Even though what that thing I am seeing there, I don't know. I don't see. It is not. I don't work with such things. I don't believe in it. I believe in karma, the law of nature. Let me show you this video for you to realize the exact thing that is going on.
I think it's yes, please, yeah. Please, I really want to the Biafrans to see where I'm taking my case to. Please.
Yeah, Mr. Chinwe, Acholo Humble bring the following people before our oracle. Names, Nenli Opegbu, Nasima, Nesbog, Owa, Sophia, Festus, for lying against him for collecting $100,000. So, Mrs. Chinwe, you can go on and say what you want.
Okay, thank you so much. Biafra said 2 weeks ago, I came out here to tell you people that I will go to any length to seek for justice because I'm not going to allow my name and the name of my family to be tarnished. And this is why today I've given them 2 weeks to come clean and nobody has answered me. And this is today I am coming out because in this platform, No Matter platform, we said that we are going back to the ways our old ancestors used to be before now. And the women that ever stepped their foot on this faces on this platform, they agree with me that we will go back to the way our ancestors used to do things. And that is the only way to bring sanity. And that is the only way to stop evil. And today, I am bringing the following people to this shrine for them to come and say the truth. Otherwise, anything all of us see, we will take. I am bringing Nelly Ego of Ebu. She accused me of collecting $100,000 to remove a video of Biafran women with Chike Doziem, not Umada, Biafran women that did that interview with Chike Doziem. She said that I removed that video and I collected $100,000. I want Nelly of Ebu to come out to this shrine and to substantiate her accusations and to bring out her evidence or tell the public that she lied against me. That's number one. Number two, Nsima said he has evidence that I removed the said video. And he said to be the one that told Nelly that I removed the video at one time or the other. He should come out and present his evidence before this shrine or tell the whole world that he lied against me. Uwa Sophia and every other Biafran broadcasters, including Biafran Child, Festus, Biafra Unite, who made